I've seen so many posts on social media claiming that facial massage is the miracle intervention for your face. And while a lot of those claims are bogus, it actually does have some skin benefits, so let's talk about it. I'm Dr. Sam Ellis, and I'm a board-certified dermatologist in Northern California, and I'm here to help you understand your skin and find products that work for you. If that sounds good, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. These days, I feel like I can't open up my Instagram account or my TikTok account without seeing some post about the benefits of facial massage. But more interestingly, to me at least, is that sometimes these accounts are completely dedicated to the ways that facial massage can completely transform your face. And I often will get DMs from people being like, is this true? Can you debunk this? Like, can I expect these same types of results? And that's why I wanted to make this video. First of all, facial massage is a really broad category, and there are multiple ways to massage your face. So for example, gua sha. This is a form of facial massage that I feel like became very popular during the pandemic. This is an ancient Chinese medicine technique, but it's also seen in other Asian cultures under different names, and you are essentially taking a flat stone or tool and massaging it along certain areas of the face. It involves doing repeated strokes in one direction with the goal of improving flow and circulation throughout the face. In Western medicine, physical therapists will sometimes use a similar technique, and it's called instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. Now, you don't have to use a gua sha tool to massage your face. You can also just use your hands. And there are multiple different types of facial massage that can be performed this way. So for example, Swedish massage, shiatsu, lymphatic drainage, these are all different techniques. And things like reflexology and acupressure also fall into this category. You also may have seen on social media people using some type of face roller or jade roller. This can either be something that kind of looks like a mini paint rolling brush, or sometimes there are even two balls on the side, and it's used kind of along the cheekbones and along the jawline to help depuff the skin. There are also versions of this that people have made that can be frozen or refrigerated, so you're getting some cooling of the skin as well. And another technique of facial massage is called cupping. Some people might be familiar with cupping on the back, and sometimes you'll see the little purple bruises of athletes that have had cupping done there, but you can also perform cupping on the face to kind of mobilize the tissues. And of course, when you are working on facial tissues, the goal is not to cause bruising. It's not as intense as if you're working on body tissue. And even though there are many different techniques involved in facial massage, I really feel like there are some overarching goals that you are trying to achieve when doing this. So let's go through the benefits of facial massage, because this isn't just a pointless trend. First and foremost, aiding with lymphatic drainage of the head and neck tissues. We have lymph node basins throughout the head and neck area where our lymphatic channels drain into. However, depending on your unique anatomy and your genetics, you may find that your lymphatic fluid doesn't drain as readily, and so you are more prone to puffiness. And generally, your lymphatic system does a good job of draining on its own. It does not need assistance, but some people are prone to puffiness and retaining lymphatic fluid in the face, and that's where massage really can benefit you. And oftentimes when people are puffy, it's really not lymphatic fluid that is building up in their face, it's really just water in their tissues, and that can be caused by irregular salt balances, like for example, you have too much salt in your system, or you've been laying down horizontally for a while, and so your body hasn't been vertical and gravity hasn't been helping things drain. But regardless of what fluid is causing puffiness of your face, doing some type of massage to aid in that drainage can really help the appearance. And doing this can temporarily help define your cheekbones and your jawline. Also, people who get puffy often will report some level of discomfort associated with that puffiness. So just from like a overall wellness standpoint and feeling comfortable in your body, facial massage has that benefit as well. Moving on from just addressing general puffiness in the face, which I think facial massage is quite good at, and if you want kind of my technique and what I like to do, I can totally make a video on that if you want it. But another big reason I think people are curious about facial massage is because of the touted anti-aging benefits. And this is where those Instagram accounts really come in, where people look like they have completely restructured their face, have new positioning, new fat distribution. Like, these results are incredibly impressive if in fact they are caused by facial massage. But unfortunately, the research doesn't really reflect that those types of habitual facial massage can actually augment your features that significantly. And some of those dramatic results that those people are experiencing that run those accounts could in fact be attributed to facial massage to some degree, but it's not a randomized, controlled scientific study, so we can never know for sure. Also, a lot of times these accounts are of someone showing photos of themselves when they are quite young, like in their teens or 20s, and now they're showing their face in their 30s or their early 40s. And the reality is, and I see this all the time as a cosmetic dermatologist, people lose a lot of facial fat as they get older, and things slim out and things can lift, whether or not you're doing consistent facial massaging. Also, I do recognize and respect the fact that facial massage is more prominent and common in Eastern cultures than I am trained in Western medicine. And just because we don't have studies or data to support something doesn't mean it doesn't hold value or significance in how someone ages or changes. But I also think it's a little bit of a stretch to ask someone to commit to a daily practice for years and years and years if there isn't good data to support it. Now, even though facial massage hasn't been shown to consistently dramatically change the shape of the face, I do see where it can be beneficial in helping with aging. One, if you are kind of depuffing the face, you are taking weight out of the face, and gravity is kind of a huge enemy as you get older in terms of how your face ages. So if you are actively draining excess fluid out of your face on a regular basis, it may slow down the descent of your tissues. Also, as your features sit in certain positions, it can etch in lines and creases into the skin. And so if you are massaging those out and stretching that skin, you are relieving those wrinkles. And if you do that consistently, it can help prevent those wrinkles from getting etched in as deeply or as quickly. In my mind, one of the best benefits of facial massage is that it's de-stressing. And we know that stress is a huge cause of premature aging throughout the body, not just of the skin. So if you are taking time out of your day to pause and be methodical about a ritualistic practice, this can have benefits that extend much beyond the surface of the skin. Another place where facial massage may come into play and be beneficial is with scar massage. There is some data, granted it's not a ton of data, that shows that massage of scars can help break down scar tissue and improve the appearance of scars. However, I do want to caution you, as someone who sews people up on their face all the time, when a scar is in the early stages of healing, like the first 6 months or so, the worst thing you can do for your scar is to put tension along the suture lines. So for example, if you have a scar going this way on your face, you wouldn't want to be massaging it and trying to separate that in any way. When you do that, you actually promote more scar tissue to form. So when I'm counseling patients on how to do scar massage, and I'm really only recommending this if I feel like their scar is tight or starting to get bound down, is you're doing like pressure with tiny little circles, pressure with tiny little circles. You are not pulling or stretching anything the way you may see with other forms of facial massage. Another potential benefit of doing facial massage is increased blood flow to the skin and subsequent kind of like glowing skin that can come from that. Now, as someone with rosacea, I don't want a ton of blood flow to my skin. I already get quite enough of that. But if you are someone who doesn't struggle with rosacea, who is looking for an improvement in dullness, wants a little bit more blood flow, likes the way it looks when you flush, then adding facial massage in might be beneficial. But there's no evidence to say that if you perform gua sha or other forms of facial massage that your skin will actually look better. The last thing I find facial massage to be very beneficial for is if you carry tension in your face, whether that is muscular tension, for example, at the temporomandibular joint because you have increased masseter bulk or tension, or in the temples, that can be incredibly helpful for relieving that. Also, if you are prone to clogged sinuses or you experience a lot of sinus pressure, massage there can help relieve some of those symptoms. If I had a patient coming into my office and they were like, what are the pros and cons of facial massage? Essentially what I would say is facial massage can be beneficial if you are puffy or if you have increased pressure in your face that you want to relieve. It also can be helpful for sort of ironing out early lines and creases if you do it consistently. Also, if you are someone that struggles with a tight or bound down scar, facial massage specifically over the scar may be helpful. What I would tell patients it does not do, at least based on the current evidence that we have, is change the overall shape and structure of your face. So facial massage actually does have lots of really good benefits for our skin and kind of just our overall tension and health, but it is not the anti-aging panacea that I think a lot of people hope it will be. Facial massage is not going to replace what Botox can do. It is not going to replace what lasers or microneedling can do. It has benefits, but again, it's not a miracle. In general, I think facial massage is quite a safe thing to do as long as you are being gentle with your tissues. The one thing I would caution against is doing facial massage immediately after having any type of cosmetic procedure, whether that's Botox or fillers or lasers. And if you are someone that has a decent amount of filler placed into your face, it is placed very specifically. And although day-to-day movements will not displace your filler, if you are doing consistent, firm massage of your face, you may move things around a bit. I would also be cautious around facial massage if you have a lot of breakouts or acne. Rubbing or adding additional frictional forces over your acne may cause them to be more inflamed and could lead to further breakouts. All right, I've told you what I think about facial massage. I want to hear about your experiences with facial massage. Would you do it? Do you do it? Tell me in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.